Have you ever wondered how Ukraine became a land of resilience and rich culture? Picture a country shaped by ancient empires, fierce warriors, and an enduring struggle for independence. Ukraine's story is filled with remarkable chapters, from the heights of Kyivan Rus to its fight for sovereignty in modern times. Ready to dive into this inspiring journey? Let's explore the history of Ukraine. The rise of Kyivan Rus, 9th century. Our journey begins in the 9th century with the powerful state of Kyivan Rus. Centered in Kyiv, this medieval kingdom was a major force in Eastern Europe, connecting trade routes from Scandinavia to Byzantium and beyond. This early civilization established a foundation for Ukrainian identity, culture, and governance. During this era, Orthodox Christianity also spread across the region, becoming deeply rooted in Ukrainian culture. A trading powerhouse in medieval Europe. Exactly. Kyivan Rus was where Ukraine's rich culture first blossomed. The kingdom laid the foundations of Ukrainian heritage, architecture, and influence, setting Ukraine apart as a unique entity in Eastern Europe. Mongol conquest, 13th century. In the 13th century, Kyivan Rus was shattered by the Mongol invasion, marking a period of foreign rule and upheaval. The Mongols disrupted the region's development, imposing their control and displacing communities. Despite these challenges, Ukraine's distinct cultural identity endured. The Mongols ruled Ukraine for centuries? Yes, but Ukraine's spirit remained strong even through hardship. The period of Mongol rule scattered Ukraine's people but ultimately strengthened their sense of cultural resilience and unity, laying groundwork for future resistance against foreign dominance. The Cossacks and Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, 16th century. During the 16th century, Ukraine came under the influence of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Here the Cossacks, a group of fiercely independent warriors, emerged as protectors of Ukrainian lands and symbols of freedom. Known for their distinctive military culture and democratic governance, the Cossacks fought to preserve Ukrainian autonomy and cultural heritage. The Cossacks, were they freedom fighters? Absolutely. They were symbols of independence and strength. Their efforts kept Ukrainian traditions alive and inspired the spirit of self-determination. The Cossacks' bravery and desire for autonomy left an enduring impact on Ukrainian identity, instilling a fierce pride that persists today. Division and rule by empires, 18th to 19th centuries. In the 18th century, Ukraine was divided between the Russian and Austrian empires. Each empire sought to impose its language, customs, and laws on the region. But Ukrainians continued to celebrate their unique culture through art, music, literature, and religion. Divided but not defeated. Exactly. Ukrainian identity continued to flourish under challenging conditions. Although political autonomy was suppressed, the desire for a united Ukraine only grew. This period of division fostered Ukraine's yearning for freedom and unity, setting the stage for a national identity rooted in resilience. Soviet Union era and the Holodomor, 20th century. In 1922, Ukraine became a part of the Soviet Union. During this time, Ukraine faced one of its darkest tragedies, the Holodomor, a forced famine in the 1930s that took millions of lives. The Soviet regime's policies impacted Ukrainian agriculture and culture, yet Ukraine's sense of identity never wavered. A famine that couldn't crush their spirit? Yes, the Holodomor marked tragedy, but Ukraine's resilience endured. The famine and oppression strengthened the resolve of Ukraine's people, who continued to nurture their language, culture, and sense of independence even under Soviet rule. Independence and modern struggles, 1991 to present. In 1991, Ukraine declared its independence as the Soviet Union dissolved, marking a monumental step in the nation's history. Since then, Ukraine has worked to establish itself as a sovereign state, facing modern challenges, defending its democracy, and affirming its place in the global arena. Was independence a new beginning? Yes, but the journey hasn't been easy. Ukraine continues to stand strong. Today, Ukraine embodies the spirit of a nation that has overcome centuries of conquest and hardship. Its journey of resilience, courage, and enduring pride inspires people worldwide. And there you have it, a journey through Ukraine's inspiring history. From the rise of Kyivan Rus to the modern-day fight for sovereignty, Ukraine's story is one of courage, culture, and resilience. Today, this spirit of resilience faces one of its greatest tests, the ongoing war with Russia. Despite immense challenges, Ukraine continues to stand firm in its quest for freedom and territorial integrity. The conflict has not only showcased the bravery of its people, but also rallied international support for the nation's right to self-determination. Ukraine's story reminds us that history is not just about the past. It's being written every day by those who refuse to give up. If you found this exploration of Ukraine's history and present inspiring, hit that like button, subscribe for more stories of resilience and courage, and tap the notification bell to join us on every adventure. Until next time, keep exploring and honoring the strength of nations around the world.